Well, yet another successful Passover meal in the boss's upper room?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Evening.
Hey, boss.
So, how did it go?
Okay.
I'm not so sure. Some were arguing and others looked like their best friend had died.
Who were they anyway? They look familiar.
Do you always walk around with your eyes closed? That was the Lord our Saviour, the Son of Man himself, Jesus the Nazarene, and 12 of his closest disciples.
No, not the carpenter that the priests are offering a fortune to get their hands on. I mean, the rabbi who does all the miracles and provides divine wisdom for those who listen.
Yes.
And the others were?
The Super 12.
Yes, and I prepared things specially that they could have a meaningful and peaceful celebration of the Passover meal. Now, why do you think this might be the Lord's Last Supper in my house? What happened? And I want every detail.
Well, we did as you said and left them in peace and left them to serve themselves. After giving thanks, Jesus takes the bread and says, "This is my body. Take it and remember me." Then he takes the wine. "This is my blood, my covenant with you, which is poured out for the forgiveness of many."
You must have misheard him. This is still bread, and this isn't even wine, it's grape juice.
You're missing the point. He said to take the bread and wine or grape juice or whatever you've got and take it in order to remember him.
Why do we need to remember him? Everyone talks about him, and he's usually somewhere around doing miracles.
That's the point. I think he was saying he was going to die soon. That's why some of the disciples looked upset.
He didn't look sick. Tired, maybe. But why tell them during the Passover? They are supposed to be remembering how God saved the Israeli people from slavery in Egypt through the sacrifice of a perfect lamb and kept them alive for 40 years in the desert with bread from heaven.
Jesus said he was here to rescue us from slavery to our wrong attitudes, that he was the modern-day version of the perfect lamb that was sacrificed, and like the bread that God provided.
I don't get it, and I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. I'm going to get some fresh air.
Where are they now?
The 12 of them went for a walk in the gardens.
12? Didn't Jesus go with them?
Yeah, but Judas took off in a hurry halfway through the meal and hasn't come back.
Guess what I just heard? The priests are gathering a mob. Sounds like they're going to arrest people for the next round of crucifixions.
Oh no!
What?
I've just remembered something Jesus once said. I didn't understand it at the time. He said, "Destroy the temple and I will raise it again in 3 days." I think he was saying the priests were going to destroy him, but that he'd come back.
How is that possible?
Don't know. Who knows what God can do? Guess we'll find out over the next week or so.
Boss, what should I do with all this food and this grape juice?
Pass it out to the people. Tell them that this is a symbol of God's greatest gift to us. Tell them, if they know and love Jesus, to take the bread and the drink and to remember what he has done.